Hi, I'm Robert Duncan. I'm a cartoonist and have been for longer than I care to think about, probably since the world was in black and white. That's a fairly reasonable picture of how I look, and this is the sort of stuff I do. I do silly things like that, Bananarama, sort of quite complicated things like that, which I did for the RNLI, and that was for a calendar, and that in my signature style. There we are, U-Star, but enough of all that. Derwent have asked me to have a go at drawing with some of their lovely new pens, the Line Maker and the paint pens, and that's what I'm intending to do. I'm going to try and do a cartoon of an art gallery. I thought it's quite suitable, and what I'm going to do is only use the colour within the paintings and not for the rest of it. So I'll just start and attempt to tell you what I'm doing as I go through. So here goes. Anyway, there's a line. What do you think? Now, it's obviously going to be an old master type painting. So what I do when I'm doing a frame is to do totally random lines like that, and it sort of gives the impression of a well fancy frame, which befits the wonderful artwork that it contains. Right, now here we have, I'll carry that all the way down and have my first spectator here. There he is. People tend to stand with their hands behind their backs when they're looking at this sort of stuff. I won't finish the legs for now. Oh yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll put a little bloke here. There he is. This is probably the man's son, and because he's seen me drawing the picture, he's decided to wave at me like that. My people always have 3 fingers because, as Walt Disney said, 4 fingers is too many. And if that's good enough for Walt Disney, it's good enough for me. Biggest hero of all time. Ah, the face on the little bloke. Now, I put that low down on his head. The features of the face go low down on his head because that's what makes him look like a child. Otherwise he'd look just like a very small adult. And I think what I'll do is do the painting in here now. Might be the first opportunity to use some colour. Picked a fairly obvious picture. Now, see, I just do an S there, and that's enough to make it look like a fold, which is rather good. Right. Guess what picture that's meant to be. Yeah. So the girl with the pearl earring. Now, give a bit of depth to the frame there and there. I think what I'll do is just put some shading in the background here. There we are. Left-handed people, shade, sorry, top left to bottom right, whereas right-handed people go top right to bottom left. One of those things. So if you look at a drawing, you can look at the shading and know whether it's done by a left-handed or a right-handed person. Right, let's put some colour into that. There we are. The pen starts working. You have to, these are quite interesting, you have to press down on them to get them to work, and then it's very liquid to the extent that you can, if you wanted to, you could touch them up with a paintbrush afterwards, and it becomes watercolour paint, which is really rather nifty. There we are. Isn't she looking gorgeous? Give her a bit of lippy there. There we are. Make her smile a bit. Cheer her up. There we are. Bit of grey, just to bring a bit of shadow into the face. There we are. A bit down here as well. There we are. He's having a look. I think what I'll do is I'll carry on doing another painting here. Back view of a guy. It's always quite good to give them something to hold. She is. She's one of my favourite tricks is to put a finger to the mouth, like studying what's going on. Another guy watching, and probably somebody else as well. Why not? And a pair of glasses. There we are. All very interested in that. We'll make this just into a canvas like that, so you get the things instantly becomes a canvas. Right. The picture is going to be Starry, starry night. Bit of Van Gogh there. Right, I think I'll do a picture above that now. This one is going to be one that deserves one of the fancy frames. Totally random lines, still works, I think, as a... with cartooning, it's very much what you leave out as opposed to what you put in. This is going to be, I think we could do Constable's Haywain here. By the time I finish this, you'll hardly be able to notice the difference. Now, there's the old Haywain with the bloke wondering how he got stuck in the pond. And the little cottage, which apparently is still there in Suffolk or Norfolk or wherever it is. I suppose sky. Greenery. Yeah. And a bit of grey for where the water is. Green. There we are. You could hardly tell the difference, could you? And time for a bit of a construction line, I think. I think we'll have something go on down here, and then that will go up there like that. And we'll have I won't bang on any more about these borders. She's got a guidebook as well. Right, and the picture. Let's draw the picture. Mona Lisa, that's what that is. He's saying, isn't she beautiful? And she's saying, is she as pretty as me? Maybe. I think what I'll do down here is I'll add one of those benches that you get in. Hope this works. Sort of benches you get in art galleries. A woman sitting here. With a old man who wished it was time he could go home, maybe. Yeah. Right, now we can finish him off. Have a bloke going into this new gallery here. Marching along purposefully. And we'll have another painting up here. Which is a Picasso. So we'll have a girl here, hand on hips, absolutely bewildered by it. What does it all mean? Question mark. Right, put a bit of hair on that poor bloke. There we are. So far, so good. I think we have one more extension over here where there's I think we have an arty bloke here. There he is. You can be looking at that famous painting, The Scream by Edvard Munch. Often wonder quite what he was thinking about when he did it, whether he knew he was painting a masterpiece or whether it was just another day's work, who knows. Probably thinking if I finish this quickly I can go out to lunch. Right, have a bit of yellow in the sky. think I'll add one more painting up here. We'll have, in fact, I'll tell you what, we'll put one up here which really shouldn't be so tucked away because it's so utterly famous. But we've covered a bit of Van Gogh in the Starry Night, so let's do some sunflowers as well. There's his frame. Sunflowers. This is one of the lesser known versions of the sunflower picture, as you can tell. A bit of green there as well. He used to put in. Maybe the sunflowers weren't quite ripe yet or something. There we are. And the blue background help it along. Yeah. And I put a bit of yellow down here as well. There we are. These colours are really quite friendly. They do nice things. Right, now a bit of shadow around, I think, wouldn't do any harm. So I'm using one of the paint pens. Just sort of lift it away a bit. She's sitting in a very peculiar way. She's got a bad back. That's what that is. All done on purpose, obviously. Right, now, one more thing before we finish this off. Have a little person down here. And she's saying, I think I found her other earring. And then we put a little line to her to show that she's the one that's saying it. And there we are. What about that? If I had my time again, I'd draw her better, but what can you do? Oh, well, never mind. There we are. That's me, Rob. And that's how I earn my living. And thank you, Derwent, for giving me the opportunity.